Okay, guys, I'm back for the 1994 Infiniti Q45. Um, I had to put the glove box back in, but I just want to show you what the glove box consists of. So you kind of close this door gently. There's no screws in it right now. This glove box runs from here all the way over, even past this. It's all of this part here that runs along the side down here to the trim piece here. So all of this is all one piece. So all of this must be taken out together. When I first tried to pull it apart, I was just trying to pull this portion of the glove box off. And I found out really quickly that no, that's not the way it works. There's some videos on like a 97 to 01 Q45 that show them pulling a glove box and they're only pulling a smaller section. This older one, the 90 to 94 or 95 Q45 is it's this whole sector here, from here all the way over to the door. And it comes all the way over here to this trim piece, but all of that has to be removed together. So don't try to just think that this is one piece that's part of the dash and then this is the glove box and you try prying it, because you'll probably just destroy something. So anyway, I'm going to put the screws back in. Let me open this and show you where the screws are. There's one here for the top and the second one for the top. There's only two. Now on the bottom, there's three. There's multiple screws. There's a screw here, a screw here, a screw here. Look in the corner, there's two big bolt type screws. I'll show you. One there for like they're like a bolt type. Hold on a second. They're these big ones. So those will go in the corners there, two there in that corner, as I showed you. The three screws. And then if you look over here, there's two more screws, or two type of bolt screws here. So one, two. Let me go zoom in there. You can kind of see the wear marks on it from the bolt. So there's two right there as well. So we got a total of 7 fasteners underneath and 2 on top to hold this glove box in place. So one thing about this cable assembly, this is bolted onto the kick panel. It's screwed onto it actually. So these two wires, I was told on a different video that these wires are sensors for the airbag or power supply and sensor. Someone said not to remove them. I actually removed them before I watched the video. So I'm going to put everything back together and see what happens if I have an airbag signal or not. But if you're taking this thing off, what I did is, this bracket here was screwed onto the kick panel. I just unscrewed it. So this is your best bet, because trying to get this off from here, trying to get that off when it's on the panel, there's no space to work in. So just unscrew it and then just drop this whole harness down, and that way you don't have to worry about it. And this little thing is just it's a light. It's for the kick panel light. So that's nothing. You don't have to worry about that. You can disconnect it. Okay, I'm gonna put the fasteners back in now, and I'll show you where they're at. Okay guys, I'm back. It looks like I got the glove box back on. Like I said, there's like 7 fasteners on the bottom and 2 on top. Once again, I'll show you where they're at. There's 2 in the corner there, 3 across the bottom here, and then 2 more in the corner there. You can kind of make them out in the light. So that's the 7 across the bottom. And then 2 on top. I already put the covers on them, but you can see there's 1 in this corner and 1 in this corner. Oh, and by the way, to put that little take that little cover off, I used this little hook. So I think I went in there like this, kind of got inside of it like that, and then just pulled it off. So the cover will come off easily. When you put it back on, where did the thing fly to? Hold on a second. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so it's a directional, so you have to put it on the same way you took it off. And it's right here. It goes like this horizontally, the 2 tabs. just push it back in and you hear it clip, and it's done. And then the same for this side here. I'll push it in, make sure it clicked. Oh, by the way, guys, while I was doing that, I had the glove box out. I found out there was actually a light here, and it didn't work when I got the car, obviously, and I just thought they didn't put a light in it. But it turns out that there is a light panel here, and behind it, when you take the glove box out, there's a small lamp. It's one of these guys here. It's one of these little lamps here. Let me show you. These are like turn signal lamps or interior lamps, but yeah, so it was one of these small lamps. The connector was easy to take out. It's just it's one of those quarter twist 90 degrees and then pull the whole bulb out of the enclosure and just replace it. I think this is a 194 or something, if I can remember properly. It might be a 194. I did try my LED. I found a spare LED in my glove box, or in my toolbox, and I tried this LED to try to get it to go in their place because I know they give off way more light, but yeah, it didn't work. So I think this thing is shot. So it's a 194 bulb or a 194 LED equivalent, I believe, to get that little light up and they're running. And I think after a while they do go out, you know. And these cars are like, what, 30 years old, so most likely if you have one, it's gonna probably have some burnout bulbs inside the glove box. Okay, here we have the kick panel. This is the final piece that I have to put back in to make this job complete. If you look right here on the kick panel, this is a light. This is a footwell lamp. So we have to connect that connector first. So let me see if I can just tilt it and show you guys. Oh, it's a little short. Okay, I'm gonna lift it up. Let's see if I can do this balancing act. Oh, by the way, if I don't YouTube normally, and if I do, I'm usually holding the camera. If anyone knows what kind of camera setup people use to film, I'm not a tech savvy guy, even though I work in tech. I'm over the 50 age barrier, so if anyone knows which type of device I should use to film these things, I could probably make more videos for the Q45 since they're hardly, like, it's almost non-existent on the internet. So if anyone has any comments like that, they can share ideas that they can share, let me know. So let me see if I can get this guy on. Okay, looks like we got it. We got lucky. Okay, so the footwell lamp came on because I do have the ignition accessory key, or I have the key into accessory mode, so these things are all going to come on. What next I need to do is I need to put this, I guess these are ABS harnesses. I mean airbag harnesses. I need to put this back on. So I think there should be one more screw hanging out. Yep, there is in here. So this is the last screw, and I just need to put the bracket back on. And I gotta find out, where did I put this bracket? Yeah. Methinks, hold on a second. It looks like I gotta take this back off and go on the other side. There we go. I took that off and then pull the harness forward. Put this back on. Okay, now. Okay, so this should have an alignment hole here for the, should have an alignment hole for the pin, which is here, and then another hole for the screw, I think, which is here. So I'm gonna have to put the camera down while I do this. Okay, the harness is back in place now, the harness clip. So it's there, it's bolted on the bracket, and the two SRS, I believe they're called, harnesses are back in place. So now is the final step is you need to put this kick panel back in. If you look and see that there are some pins, 3 of them across the bottom of this. I think there's some holes that they align to somewhere in the dash. underneath the dashboard. And I think I see one directly in front of us, dead center screen. So I'm gonna align this thing and see if I can put it on. And then on the top, there's these clips. It'll clip into some slots. You can see the slot there underneath the bolts. One slot in the middle, and then one way over on the other end. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause while I try to put this in. Okay guys, I'm back. It looks like we're done. I put those guide pins, the 3 on the bottom, into the holes on the bottom, and then the clips on top. Everything clipped together, and I think there was a 4th clip here. There was some metal rail with clip holes. Yeah, I clipped it there, then the 3 on the bottom, and then the top had, the top had 3 clips, and then a 4th clip here, and then the guide pins, 3 of them were across the bottom. So that's all back together. Everything seems solid. Glove box opens up, the light works. I think this is the switch for the light right here. Yeah, the light switch is here. So I guess when you close it, it turns the light off. So that works. Oh, by the way, this is to turn your trunk lock on or off. I guess it's a valet option. You can turn it off, and then you can lock that with your key and give the person who's driving your car a valet key, and they can't get into this. Yeah, that's how that works, but that doesn't actually work on my car. The linkage from here to the back trunk latch doesn't work, so you have to use a key. This is a common problem on Infiniti Q45, and yeah, they said to actually fix it is like it's an act of God. You have to tear apart the car to actually fix it. So I haven't even attempted it, so maybe later down the road. Okay, well, I'm going to test drive it and see if everything works out. Okay guys, I got this thing started back up. The car's running. Let me get it out of the garage so I don't choke myself with carbon monoxide. I'm going to back out slowly. Okay. This is a good spot. Okay, so as you can see, I have the AC on. I'm back in auto mode. So let me see, we're on the lowest setting now, so it seems like it's the highest. Let me see if it goes crazy in recirc. No, it's the same. Okay. So I'm going to manually change the settings. High, medium, and low. So, and obviously off. So to me, it looks like everything is running okay. The fan seems to be, you see that in auto mode, it kind of went up on its own. It'll vary the speeds as you change the temperature, or as the temperature changes in your car. So that would never happen before. What it would do is it would stay down here, and this fan is running now, but there would be no fan running this level here. You could turn it on to that level, 2nd level, and there would be no fan running. Even the 3rd level, you would turn it on, no fan running, and then finally when you hit the 4th level, your fan would take off. None of that was working before, so it's a sign that it works. And you see when I go to auto, it starts changing the fan speed automatically. I might bring it back up, yeah. Let me do this, let me play with the temperature. See that? I went to 70 degrees, and it turned it down automatically. Let me lower it back down, 67, start turning the fan up, 66. Start turning the fan up more, 65, yeah, that's the lowest. So as you can see, everything is working now, so this is an easy repair. Once I learned how to take off the glove box, that's why I kind of showed you the glove box in depth for this I believe 1990 to 96 or 95 Infiniti Q45. This model is different than the 96 to 01, I believe. The glove box, if you can see the other videos on YouTube, it comes off differently. So yeah, just something you think about. Just don't try to do one of those jobs information for the newer model, because you'll probably end up breaking some of these plastic pieces off this glove box or the trim, which you probably will have a hell of a time finding. Like any parts of this car, they're almost impossible to find. It seems like, yeah, you have to go internet diving to find parts for this car. So, okay, I'm gonna see if this thing runs well, and yeah, we're gonna take her out into the road a little bit. So I'm here in California, Napa. It's a very hot day. In that garage, it was probably like almost 90 degrees already. Out here in the open air area, it's probably like 80, 85 already. So it's yeah, temperature today should get to over 100. Yeah, so it's not fun to have a a car with an AC that doesn't work out here in summer. So yeah, so looks good. Everything is running. Going out to the road to test this thing. Oops. Keep my eye on the road. Okay. Yeah, so got to be careful on this road here. It's, yeah, it's dicey out here, dude. You got to be prepared to rip out onto the road. The cars fly down this hill going sometimes like 60 miles per hour. When you're coming out of your driveway, you can easily get hit. But yeah, so far so good. This thing is actually holding really well. So it looks like this job for the fan resistor or fan amplifier turned out to be a success. So I'll just take her around for a few minutes and then go back, make sure I don't crash. I'll show you some of the lovely scenery around here, some vineyards and stuff. So alright guys, that's pretty much it. If you got help from this, or you think it needs more work, let me know. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.